Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Nimbus here, and so today we have a new video. We're going to be going over what you should be doing after hitting 260 in the Challenger world, and so yeah, let's get into it. So even though we are now in Grandis and no longer in the Arcane River, the first thing you guys still want to be doing is your Arcane River dailies and weeklies. And the reason this is still so important is because the bosses you now need to progress, so anything from Lucid all the way to Varus Hilla and even Black Mage, still require Arcane Force. And so for Varus Hilla and Black Mage, you do want maximum symbols, or you want your symbols all maxed out to get the maximum amount of damage. So even though we are no longer in Arcane River and we don't really use Arcane Force that much for mobbing, all of the bosses you need to progress into the Grandis bosses and get Arcane drops still require Arcane Force, and you do want to be maxing those symbols actively and doing these dailies and weeklies until your symbols are maxed. The next thing you guys want to still keep doing is Monster Park. So, you know, even though you're 260 now and the EXP is not that crazy, Monster Park is still the most efficient way to get EXP in the game. I'm currently 282 and I still do Monster Park on my main if I don't have characters I need to level up, just because the EXP is still more efficient than farming. So it's super important, do Monster Park every day on your main or on characters you plan to level, but you still want to be using your 7 Monster Park entrances every single day because they're super efficient for EXP. The next thing you guys want to be doing when you're 260 is the new Monster Park you guys unlock called Monster Park Extreme.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
So this is a weekly quest, and you could do it on 260 characters per week, and so it gives you guys a ton of EXP, like way more than regular Monster Park. It's an insane amount of EXP, and you guys want to be doing Monster Park Extreme on 1 or 2 characters every single week because it gives you more EXP than just regular Monster Park. And the next thing you guys want to be doing is your Grandis dailies. So for your Grandis dailies, you do need it to farm in your Grandis maps. It's essentially just the new Arcane Force, which is called Sacred Force now. So yeah, keep doing your Grandis dailies, make sure you do them, and it'll make it easier to farm, and it gives you a ton of stats too. The next, I guess, piece of content you guys want to be doing is called High Mountain. And so High Mountain, you can talk to a guy named Salazar in Cernium, and essentially what it is, it's a weekly dungeon you guys can do, and in this dungeon, when you guys complete it at 260, you guys should be getting about 10% or so a week, along with I think it's 40 or 45 fragments. So it's really important for 6 job. Also with some soul urda, you get 1.5 or 2 soul urda from that each week you do it. So it's really important for your 6 job progression. It also gives you guys a ton of EXP. Just a quick heads up guys, there is a checkpoint system, so every time you guys clear a level, you guys can then close it and come back to it later on in the week. All that matters is you just finish it before Wednesday. Another really important thing about this is that it's going to be hard, guys. You guys are going to be a lot weaker than most people when you start doing Epic Dungeon, or High Mountain, sorry. But even though it's going to feel like it takes forever to get done, it's still time efficient for your character, because again, you are still going to be getting 10 EXP, or sorry, 10% EXP, and on top of that, you're going to be getting fragments and just soul urda. So the new pieces of content you guys are going to be adding into your weeklies is going to be High Mountain and Monster Park Extreme. The next things you guys want to still keep doing are Maple Tour. I know right now in Challenger World it's bugged. Hopefully they fixed on the maintenance tomorrow, but you do want to be doing what's called Maple Tour because it does give you guys a good amount of mesos per week, especially if you're in Challenger World. The next thing you guys want to be doing every day is Ursus, and again, Ursus has a 2 times time a day, where if you do Ursus you get double the amount of mesos, and so you should be getting around 100 million mesos once you're around 260. Each day you do Ursus, so you get 3 entrances, and make sure you're doing it on double time. The next thing you guys want to be doing is Commercy. Guys, I can't stress this enough. I know Commercy is boring, I know Commercy is a pain in the ass, but
man, I'm dead.
Commercy gives you really good gear, and it's guaranteed, right? You do Commercy, eventually you get the gear. It's not like that with all the other bosses you guys do, except for maybe Lucid and Will. but even like black bean marks are inconsistent, dominator pendants are inconsistent. I highly recommend doing Commercy because they do give you gear that can go all the way up to 22 stars, especially the monocle. It's really important, guys, for min-maxing, because you do need as much damage as you can get for Challenger World, and this is probably the most guaranteed way to get some more damage, and if not, you can just turn it into drop gear. The next thing you guys want to be doing is your daily bosses. So every single daily boss you guys can do, you want to cap out on your crystals every single week that you can sell. Obviously do your weekly bosses first and sell them off, but daily bosses are a great way of income. You can get around 100 million mesos a day just doing all your daily bosses. If you guys have a second character in Challenger World, that's an extra 200 million mesos a day if you can do all the daily bosses, right? It's not, you know, a light amount of mesos, it adds up. It turns into 1.4 bill a week just doing these daily bosses, guys, okay? And then, I kind of mentioned it before, but the last thing you guys want to be doing every single day after you hit 260, or not every single day, every single week, sorry, is going to be your weekly bosses.
Oh my god! Wow!
And so, again, bossing is the main way to progress. It's how you get all of your new gear for the most part, except for like your dailies. So you guys want to make sure that you're doing this every single week. You're not missing any of the bosses you guys can clear. You're party playing and struggle running all the bosses you can participate in, because this will get you a lot more meso, and it will get you drops that you will need to progress and get stronger, right? And then so the last thing, and this is probably one of the most important things you guys need to do every single day, and I'm serious even though it's like a pain in the ass, especially if you're in Challenger World, is you guys need to be doing Golux. Even if you can't do Hellux and you just do Hardlux, it's really important that you guys do Golux and just take the reinforced set, guys. You're in Challenger World for not super long. You might not be able to get your hands on the superior set. Just go for the reinforced set for now. The 30% boss you get from the Golux set is insane. The set bonus is ridiculous. You don't need the extra IED right now. That's more of a factor when it comes to Grandis bosses. Just take reinforced set, 17 star it, take the 30% boss and run with it. It will be a huge push to help you guys get into a position where you can solo C10. Okay, and once you guys are done your dailies, once you guys are done your weeklies, the last thing you guys can do is pretty much just start grinding and killing mobs. So a common misconception I hear from newer players that come and ask me questions is, you know, do I stay in Limina, or should I stay in Limina because I can one-shot there? And so this is one of the rare situations where even though you can't one-shot or two-shot, it's probably gonna be like a 3-shot, 4-shot, maybe even a 5-shot, is you guys still want to stay in Grandis. And there's a couple of reasons that I can explain for you guys. The first thing is that the move from Arcane River to Grandis makes the mobs give you a metric ton more EXP, which means that even if you guys were to stay in Arcane River, the EXP you'd be getting would be nowhere near what you're getting in Grandis. I think it's around like maybe 3 times more EXP just moving to Grandis, and it's just kind of to dissuade people from staying in Arcane River. The next thing is that you guys are going to be doing your 6th job, and you're going to be, you know, needing fragments and soul urta to evolve or upgrade your hexa stats or hexa matrix. And so because of that, those only drop in Grandis too, which means that you are going to need to farm in Grandis to get more fragments and more soul urta. And so because of that, you guys do not want to stay in Arcane River. You go straight to Grandis, you stay in Grandis, and you just get stronger and keep pushing through Grandis. So yeah, after you guys do all your dailies and weeklies, get to grinding. It'll help you level up faster. It'll give you more mesos to upgrade things, and it'll also give you more fragments and soul urta to progress your 6th job. So, in my opinion, guys, this is what I would be doing if I hit 260 right now. It's what I do on my characters. It's what I highly recommend. Hopefully you guys do, you know, all the stuff I recommend here. If not, it's okay. You know, everyone plays at their own pace. But if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to catch me on my live stream, if you guys have any questions, I stream from Sunday to Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch, and it's twitch.tv/nimbusreboot. And yeah, you guys can also join my Discord. We're doing an NX giveaway, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Nice.